The frequency distribution for 80 employees at a supermarket according to their daily wage classis as shown below. So given here, you can see this is a group data. They give you the information of the data in class interval. So when you're dealing with group data, you will refer to it X as midpoint. So first of all, we find out all these midpoints so that we can find the median, standard deviation, and use the Pearson coefficient of skewness to interpret the distribution. So to find midpoint, we will add up, divide by 2. So this is 17.5, 22.5, 27.5, 32.5, 37.5, and 42.5. To find median, so we need our cumulative frequency. This is just small f for frequency. So accumulate this frequency 4 with 12, add up 16. So 16 add up with 20, 36. And 36 add up with 32, 68. Then add up with 8, 76. Lastly, add up with 4, we have total 80. To find median. Median is a measure of location, so you must know what's your position. Median will be n over 2, so 1 over 2 times n, 80, it will be 40. So we find out the class. For group data, we're using formula. Identify the class first. So data number 40 will be fall on this. So this is 36. So data number 40 fall on this interval. Class is 30 until 35. To find median. Formula, lower boundary plus n over 2 minus cumulative before the class, then frequency of the class times with the size of the class. So to look on your lower boundary, 30. The class before it also 30, so lower boundary is 30. Position is 40. Cumulative frequency before the class, which is 36. Its own frequency, small f here, 32. So size of the class. For finding size of the class, we need upper boundary minus lower boundary. Look on this class interval. Upper boundary 35, then the next class also 35, so upper boundary is 35. Meanwhile, lower boundary is 30, the lower class before it also 30, so its boundary will fall with 30, so the size of the class will be 5. So we evaluate this median. It gives us 30.63. Then we continue with the standard deviation of group data. So the standard deviation of group data will be in the formula sum of f 1 over sum of f minus 1, then sum of fx minus sum of fx power 2 over sum of f. So we need to plug in all the information one by one. So total frequency minus 1, 80 minus 1, 79. So for the sum of x squared and sum of f, we need our calculator. So we pick our statistic, one variable. So shift mode to open up the frequency column on. Then we plug in our x as our midpoint of the class. So we're having 6 class here. Then we move on to frequency column to plug in our frequency value. Then afterward, we press AC to minimize. Then we put shift 1 to find the sum that you need, which is sum of x squared. Then sum of x. Total frequency 80. So lastly, this standard deviation. Then afterward, for question B, we're going to calculate and interpret the Pearson of coefficient. So Pearson of coefficient, we have two formula. Since in our question A, it involves the calculation of median. So for this Pearson of coefficient, we will choose the formula that involving median, which is 3 mean minus median over standard deviation. So what we need here is our mean. To find mean, sum of fx over sum of f, which is 2400 over 80. So sum of the value of mean, 30. Median, as we calculate just now, 30.63 over standard deviation, 5.846. So we get this one negative 0.3231. Once you get the value in negative, means this is negatively skewed. To interpret this calculation, we say the data is negatively skewed or skewed to the left.